I managed to pick up the Able Carry Daily Plus back in March before they quickly sold out. And while this isn't necessarily a travel backpack, I've been liking the style and organization so much that it's quickly become my go-to backpack for biking. Able Carry is a Hong Kong-based design company around since about 2018. They mostly focus on smaller day packs, but they do have one larger travel backpack, the Max backpack, that I reviewed back in 2020. This one right here is the Daily Plus. It's a 21-liter everyday carry bag, and it's an upgraded and slightly larger version of their daily backpack. And to test their 21-liter claim, I filled the bag with packing peanuts, including all these front pockets. Got it as full as I can. I'll transfer these into these marked container. So while this was very close, I did have trouble getting it all the way up to the 21-liter mark, even packing all the pockets full. So I'd say the realistic capacity on this bag is more like 19.5 to 20 liters. The listed dimensions are 19.3 by 11.4 by 7.5. I found these to be fairly accurate. However, the way I have the bag packed here, it's more like about maybe 18.5 long by 12 wide by about 8.5 inches deep. The weight on this thing is 2.6 pounds, 1.2 kilograms. It's a little bit small to be your only carry bag, but this is gonna work great as a personal item. To test it in my sizer box, this thing is 18 inches long, so it's gonna be a little bit tight in the lengthways, but if you squish the bag down, you can easily get it to fit. One theme that I've noticed with Able Carry packs is a focus on design and construction using really solid materials. I think this works fine on smaller bags like the Daily Plus because this bag does not that much material to make this thing super heavy, and because the capacity is pretty small, you just can't fit that much weight in the bag. However, when you scale it up to a larger backpack, like the Max backpack here, this thing is very solid, well-made materials. However, it's on the heavy side at about 3.8 pounds. Well, the Daily Plus here is 2.6 pounds, 1.2 kilograms, so it's a little bit on the heavy side for a pack this small, but it's not too bad. This bag comes in 3 colors, all with an X-Pac fabric, which is a waterproof sailcloth material that's been very popular lately in backpack construction. I have the X42 over here on this green one, and then the VX21 over here on the Max backpack, which is the same fabric they use to make the black and the blue versions of the Daily Plus. These are very similar, with the main difference being the VX fabric has 4 layers, while the X fabric has 3. The X42 here is slightly thicker, 420 denier face fronting material, which is gonna have better durability and abrasion resistance. Compared to the VX21, fabric over here, this weighs a little bit less. It has a slightly thinner 210 denier exterior nylon, and the fabric feels a little bit smoother compared to the X42. I wouldn't worry too much about the fabric differences here. They're nearly identical. They're both very durable, waterproof fabrics that are gonna perform almost the same. I would more base my decision based on the color of the bag I wanted versus the fabric type. The rest of the construction on the Daily Plus is extremely well made. They have large, smooth AquaGuard zippers on the main compartment, and then regular YKK number 8s on the rest of the pockets. They have very durable nylon Duraflex adjusters, this little magnetic sternum strap, and then very thick seatbelt style webbing. One of the benefits is what they call this A-frame construction. This shoulder strap webbing comes down here. It's bar tacked all the way around the bottom of the bag and swoops up to the other shoulder strap. So this is just one continuous piece of webbing. So what that gives you with the webbing coming around the bottom, combined with this padded, fairly stable, solid, ridged bottom, is a bag that's gonna stand up fairly well on its own and is gonna hold its shape really well, even when there's nothing in this thing. And to show you what I mean, I just took everything out of the bag, and as you can see, it looks almost identical as when I had the thing fully packed. Another great thing about this webbing design is this one that comes around the front here is designed to hold a U-lock bike lock. I found this to be very convenient because you can just lock this thing on the outside of your bag so it's not jostling around on the inside, and it's really easy to get to. One additional security benefit of these is the webbing runs across the bottom of the zipper here, meaning you can run both zipper pulls through, making it hard to open really quickly, or you could just run one zipper pull through and then attach them together with a little micro lock. Some of the other external features on this bag are 2 front side-facing pockets. There's a small secret slash pocket here on the top, as well as a bunch of other more webbing straps for attaching gear. Both these front pockets have a little flap here, cover them up, give them extra rain protection, and kind of make the front of the bag look a little sleeker. This main front pocket here is the bulk of your small gear organization. It's fairly large. It takes up the capacity on this full front panel here, and it kind of pops out a little bit, especially down here at the bottom, giving it its own volume. There's some good organization in here, a little zippered pocket with this stretchy mesh, as well as a fabric sleeve, and then there is a detachable keychain. This second front pocket is long and skinny. It's more designed for a water bottle, and you can see the capacity on this thing is actually offset from this front compartment. So it's gonna be more over here on the side, and it's not gonna eat into the volume of whatever you put up here. However, you can see this is a water bottle in here. This thing is very long and quite deep, and the fabric actually comes into this part of the bag. So whatever kind of water bottle or whatever you put in here is gonna take up capacity from the main compartment. And then just to show you, it easily fits. This is like a 16-ounce bottle, but it's plenty large enough to accommodate a larger 1-liter Nalgene. And then finally, there's a little secret pocket on the back hidden behind this little flap here. It's pretty short, it's very thin, doesn't really have a lot of volume, but it's fairly deep. It goes down to about here in the bag. So this is a great place to store thin stuff like a little notebook or a travel wallet. The carry system was one of my favorite things about this pack. It has very wide, well-padded shoulder straps. The material, foam material, is not too firm, but it's also not too soft. And it has this breathable mesh backing with a good curve that fits my shoulders well. It has a solid, easy to use mechanic buckle for the sternum strap. And then this back padding is thick, it's comfortable, it's got great air ventilation with the same breathable mesh that's on the shoulder straps. Moving on to the interior organization, it's your standard kind of top open everyday carry pack. However, this zipper doesn't really go down very far, so you can't open the bag fully and lay it flat. On the inside of the front here, there's a little zipper pocket, goes about halfway down the bag for storing smaller gear. And then again, you can see over here, the fabric of that external water bottle pocket that's gonna eat capacity in the main compartment. And then this back panel here is kind of the tech organizer, laptop compartment, and then a couple of other sleeves. This thing is large enough to easily hold a 15.5-inch laptop. You can see this design keeps it nice and centered in the middle of the bag. It has some great padding. There's this extremely thick padding, firm foam padding on the back, this front panel here, and then, can't see, but there's a large, about a 2-inch false bottom to get your laptop off the bottom of the pack. And then to show you over here, this front foam panel here actually isn't sewn into the pack, it's just sewn into this stretchy fabric here on the top. So what that's gonna give you is the ability to put kind of any combination of laptop, tablet, and phone in this thing, and if you have fewer things in here, it's gonna squish it down with this stretchy fabric, and it's gonna keep it nice and snug, but it's gonna be able to expand out of the back side of the bag, so the more you put in here, the more this stretchy fabric is just gonna expand and hold basically whatever you wanna put in this thing. I know a lot of people don't like this design because it's a sleeve inside the main compartment as opposed to being an exterior accessible laptop compartment. However, I think they did a great job with this, giving you lots of options for storing tech, making it expandable to hold whatever you want to put in there, but also offering great protection and also a design that doesn't take up a ton of space if you're not putting a lot of stuff in here. And then real quick, I'll just pack this thing full of gear so you can see what it looks like fully packed and what it looks like on my back. So I have a random assortment here, some tech pouches, travel towel, wallet, some electronics, rain jacket, sandals, and a water bottle. This is what the Daily Plus looks like fully, but not overly packed. I just weighed this thing. It's about 9.5 pounds or 4.3 kilograms. This is the bag on me fully packed. Again, I've been using this mostly for everyday carry for my bike. I think it worked out great for me. Sits well on my shoulders. The back sits well on my back without the need for top load adjusters here. And I don't think this bag is big enough that it needs a hip belt. In summary, the Daily Plus is a solid everyday carry pack. It's got a small size at only 21 liters, but this makes it great as a personal item. It's an extremely well-built bag, solid, holds its shape well, even when it's empty. And then the shoulder carry straps and the back system is well padded and very comfortable. Really the only downside to this pack is I consider it a premium bag and the materials and the construction also come at a premium price and a premium weight. However, I don't think that's that big of a deal because the weight on a smaller bag like this doesn't matter nearly as much as it does on a much larger pack. That's all I have for my review on the Able Carry Daily Plus Everyday Carry 21 liter backpack. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. And again, thanks for watching.